Good evening, ladies. This is just a mini tutorial on working on my fuchsia cutting file that I prepared for the Silhouette Cameo, and the fuchsia cutting file comprises of two sets of shapes, and the two sets make up two fuchsias. And as you can see, I've prepared one set already using watercolour paints, and this is the set I use. And I used carmine and emerald green, which was gently mixed with a brown and ochre. And I just slooshed the watercolour paints with some water, just using a brush that size, nothing special. So here's for the making up of my fuchsia, because one or two of you wanted to know how it made up, so here we go. I've got two ball styluses. Now this one comes in a set of well, they're kind of like for metalwork. It was a box of varying sizes, and so this size is ideal for doing large areas like this outer petal. Now this, if you haven't got a ball stylus this size, you could use the end of a knitting needle, you know, that's got the ball end on it, or using the end of a spoon handle if it's nicely curved or rounded. You don't want anything sharp because you don't want to cut into your card. This size came in a set of 3, and I think this was the largest of the ball styluses, like the ends. So we need those two, or improvise as best as you can, I'd say, rather than spend out on expensive tools. So right, we'll start with these two pieces, and they're going to be the centres. So we'll use this size ball stylus and begin in a rotating manner, and begin, and then you'll have to interchange with this one, and you want to be able to have it cut so it's like that, it kind of like nestles over the end of your finger. And if you do the same with the other one, interchanging your tools, I have to admit that my pieces are still very slightly damp, because I have only just painted them. So ideally you're best working with it when they're bone dry. So now they're cut, you just want to tease it around, so you kind of like form that affair, so your stamens are still free, like that. Can you see? Then cut the other one around it. So you've got oops. So you've got a centre like that. And then when you've got it like that, this is where you can add some glue. I'm using Aleene's thick tacky glue. There's loads of other glues that you could use. I'm just using the one I've got to hand. Right, so while that's cut in place, I'll just fan out the ends, and these pointy ends on these type of pieces just pull them out a bit. Not the stamen ends, just the outer pieces. And just twirl them out. There we go. So it kind of looks like that. So the next thing is to get cracking on these pieces. Here we are. They're the next three. So we need to roll those up. So I've cut those three and they've came out just like the first two we did that have got these stamen ends. Okay, so now we glue those on. And don't put the glue too much up the ends, up the stamen end. You want it just to be enough so you can attach the lower half of this. And then while you're attaching it with the glue, just fan those out a little bit. That's all you need to do. Just tease them out. And then stick another one on. So that's about as much glue as you need to add. And then again, sorry, I must make a point of being more in view of the camera. Right, so we're now ready for the last centre one. Just flatten that out slightly. And then cup that one round as well. And don't worry about the join because that won't really get seen. And these can be eased out when the flower is fully assembled. So there you have the centre of a fuchsia. So the next thing is these ones. You should have 3 of those for your one of the sets. And again, we'll do the ball stylus on all 3. Use the large ball stylus that side, turn it over and use the smaller ball stylus on the tips. So you're kind of cupping the petal. Sort of odd looking petal really. Right, so that's one. Can you see how the tips are? Excuse my fingers, they've got paint on. Right, so that's one. The idea is that it's like oh, what do you call them? Those fuchsias that are really full with loads of layers of petals. I can't think now. Right, so that's that one. Push that back a little bit. Add that on. you do need to have the patience of a saint, actually. But it's gradually building up. The idea is that it's quite a natural looking flower as opposed to looking like a paper crafted flower. Because some of these paper crafted flowers, as beautiful as they are, they don't always look surreal. And the idea is that this one will look quite real. So you see how it's building up? So now we're left. These are an option. These are optional because these can be glued on as larger petals to go on the outside like that. But they're just an extra, if you like, if you just wanted to have an even more bulbous flower. But on this occasion I'm not going to use them because I'm concentrating on using these ones, these outer ones. So I'm using the large ball stylus, and I'm doing all 4 of them. So now they're done, they're nicely curled. I go round your nose. And be gentle how you're assembling because you don't want them to be flat. It's a bit like when you're making roses. Oops. I suppose the idea is better to use a glue gun really. But I'm so I'm so bad with a glue gun. I just can't. I'm sorry. Now I know this hasn't quite properly laid down, this one, but I'm going to tease them all in place. And let that rest. And just cup it like that. And we'll be back in a minute when the glue's gone hard and start teasing the petals out. Glue's gone off a bit now. Now you can see I've added the leaf. Hasn't gone off fully, but there's the fuchsia. I hope you like it, and I hope you feel tempted to, now you've seen the assembly of it, I hope you feel tempted to buy the cutting file. It's 99 cents or 65p in UK money, and you get 2. You get 2 fuchsias, and these are in addition, all within the cutting file. I hope you enjoyed it. I shall be back tomorrow with a couple more flower tutorials, and like my fantasy flower and my daisy. I think there's another flower as well. So I hope you enjoyed it, and do please leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks very much. Bye bye.